like to talk about some of the monumental feats that are achieved by IIT Madras Alumni Association. So, one such feat is Diamond Jubilee Celebrations in 2019 for IIT Madras, where you received more than 6,000 registrations from alumni all over the globe. So, we would request you to share some of the details about it with all of us, like how did you go about executing it, and how did you plan it, and how were you able to reach this monumental achievement altogether?
Yeah, so our Diamond Jubilee celebration was on, we did this on July 13, 2019. Our institute day is July 31st. So we were just saying it's a Diamond Jubilee, 60th year. So just in a conversation, it came like, why don't we do it in 60 locations? We were initially planning that we'll get the chapters to do something at the same time. Is how we'll have events in our chapters at the same time, and it's just like it's 60. Why don't we do it in 60 locations? So when that came up, yes, initially there was a little kind of, will we be able? There was a lot of kind of brainstorming on how we are going to do this, what we are going to do, how are we going to decide what are the 60 locations. That was the biggest challenge, and that we got it right. Is only what we did was we created a separate, instead of creating an event page, the Diamond Jubilee itself, we created a page and got people to just come and say, yeah, I am interested and this is the city I am in. So it was so amazing to see that we got so many locations, and we got more than 100 plus locations, but we had to choose 60 locations for the purpose that, where there were at least 50 people. We kept that as a number. I said, okay, location where there are 50 alumni, we'll retain that as a place to fix. The others can kind of, maybe come in virtually and see it. So that is the kind of things we set up. And when I said 60 locations, the 60 cities, but then like in Bangalore, we had in Bangalore itself, because of the large city, in different places. Chennai itself, we had it in 4 different locations.
Okay.
So that also happened. In every city there were because we've got some of if you take TCS as a company, okay, the largest employees are from IIT Madras. So they said, you know what, we can have a celebration by itself. They said, we want to celebrate IIT Madras. So TCS office had a celebration. And there's a company called Tiger Analytics which takes most of it. They said, no, we will do it in our office, and they had it in their office. So apart from a large gathering we had, so it was very, very encouraging to see people come back and say that, yeah, we'll do that. Like in Bangalore, IBM Bangalore, Flipkart has large number of IIT Madras alumni there. So they all got together there, and in their own offices they had smaller ones. So very exciting to kind of see that. So once we had that overwhelming thing where people came forward and said, yes, we would like to do it. Each city, they said, who would be the coordinator. It all just emerged from that particular page, I would say. And then quickly becoming big. So now we need to standardize certain things, and quickly we came up with logos, banner designs, all standard things. We came up with standard things that they have to do, and asked each location to plan a little program or some kind of a discussion for whatever they like amongst themselves. Okay, so I have a small video of that particular, how that event happened, and I'd be happy to share that with you. It give you a glimpse of how we did that, and or at least what, after all this, what happened on that particular day. The volume?
So I think we are not able to get the volume on the video.
You're not able to get the...
Otherwise, we can share this with all the participants over the mail, if that's okay. So there are a few pics that we can see.
Okay. So you're not able to get them. Okay.
Yeah.
No, Priya, there is no volume. Okay, you can at least see the picture. So this is from A to Z, all the... There's a nice music to it.
Okay.
You have to sing that.
Yeah. So does the video comprise all 60 cities? Like, do we have the pictures from all 60 cities?
Yes,
Oh, that's amazing.
yes. So we asked all of them to send us videos, pictures. So all that was put together.
Okay, okay, okay.
Delhi also had its multiple
Yeah,
locations because wherever there were large cities, we had multiple locations.
that's great. That's great. And all of this was all these events were held parallelly, like on the same day, right?
Yes. So on the same day. So if you look at it, so it starts like Singapore started it first because they would have the day first. So it started like that, and then it just went on as per the time zone. So
I
actually,
see.
looking at it, the celebration actually went for 24 hours across the
Okay,
globe.
okay.
That
That's
was a very
amazing.
interesting thing that happened because it was completely each location was a different time zone, right? So that was very interesting. It was, so the office was continuously marking that, yeah, this is done, that is coming up. So
Mhm, mhm. I can feel the
again,
like.
this communication that
Yeah,
we could,
yeah.
yeah. I think this is something people will. You can maybe share this video link with the
Certainly,
participants later because I think,
certainly.
I mean, I can really see it with the music is what this looks good. But
It
just that you
will
can get a feel as to the number of locations and the participation was really
sure. That's very apparent. Like that's very apparent, really very clear on the pics.
yeah.
Like how many
So
people participated
so you can
across.
also see that you can,
Yeah.
yeah. So some of the so one of the striking thing in this is that the participation from the younger alumni, because if you see these photographs also, it's not like you see everybody is old or something. You can see a lot of, most, I would say 75% of the coordinators of the Diamond Jubilee were very young alumni, guys who took it up as a real good did that. I think these
Right.
are the kind of things they would love doing it because
Mhm.
it was just an evening. So we told them, like if you're smaller groups, we said, okay, we are only 5 or 6. What do we do? So just go to a coffee shop, sit around the coffee shop, have coffee together. That's a celebration.
Mhm.
So we were able to give them that kind of results. I think that's how this was a great. So this is something we'd like to now do it differently this year, saying I for IITM Day.
Mhm.
Hopefully, again, this July is what we want to do it, but this will be because we can't replicate what we did. We are going to do something more virtual, and again,
Right.
this will be having people from Sydney to Seattle
Mhm.
and coming in at different zones and talking live. So that will be a live program.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And it's really
Yeah,
awesome
yeah.
to pull off an alumni meet at such a large scale and coordinating with so many locations, so many volunteers, and making it actually happen to the scale at which it was envisioned at.